Friends, what is inner peace? Shankaracharya on pranayama said, the negation of the remarkable world is known as rechaka, that is breathing out. The thought that I am the Brahman, aham brahmasmi, is called puraka, breathing in. And the steadiness of that thought thereafter is called kumbhaka, restraining the breath. While this is the real course of pranayama, for the ignorant, it is probably torturing of the nose. Friends, that is the message and the topic for today. That it's not torturing of the nose, but something much more deep that affects our lives positively if taken in the right spirit. Let's understand more of this and also see how it applies to us in a world where there is constant strife and pain and the mind remains in a constantly agitated mode. Friends, kapi chitta or monkey mind. Kapi is monkey, chitta is mind. So kapi chitta is our busy thoughts which seem to be never ending. Can we live a life that we want to live? Can we think all that we want to think? Can we offer and receive free of prejudices? Can we just be we? The day we manage all this, probably our thoughts, our dreams, our feelings will all be much clearer to us. But then we tend to hold on to everything when it would seem better to let go a few things. We are filled with malaise for others, we criticize everything, we complain relentlessly, we desire of not only what may be ours, but also what rightfully belongs to others. We are filled with memories, old news, new news, relevant news, irrelevant news, too much news, and a whole lot of crap that runs on the social media. We carry not only our problems, but our friends and even the problems of the world. Our mind is constantly on attack and overfilled with activity. So much so that our intellectual ability suffers. Our ability to remember and recollect suffers too. This overload often comes at a price. The mental traffic makes us lose touch with our feelings, our heart, peace, and harmony. Our true self is never revealed because of the complex transactions that happen within our minds. Eventually, we fall into an abyss. Why at all? Even the insignificant details, frustrations, and desires constantly occupy and overflow in our inner self. Should we be living in constant stress? That's when we need filters. That will not let the mind get clogged. What is that? Meditation could uncover our inner self or redeem our heart from a host of complexities. Truthfulness, restfulness, compassion, and joy must grow and spread in our lives. We must be able to calm the mind and the heart. Heart contemplation could provide redemption. Are thinking and awareness two separate things? Can we feel all the senses such as see, hear, taste, touch, and feel life without the mind constantly being on the go? Meditation teaches us to do that. Now, it teaches us to let go of our busy mind full of worries, desires, judgments, likes, dislikes, and even our pain at the loss of loved ones. We must practice meditation, not for meditation's sake, Instead, we must practice meditation of the heart, which doesn't seek, it gives. The out breath or rechaka helps us give. That's the negation of our remarkable world. Whatever the mind is busy thinking day in and day out is what is carried in our heart. It could be work, it could be health, it could be relationships, and anything. We must wash that away with our breath, which opens the mind and the heart. When we offer, we cannot be thinking at the same time. That done, the busy mind becomes still with the heart, becoming soft, free, and naturally calm. This is like offering that you make to the God. What is in our heart to the universe and God or whatever one may want to call. Meditation practiced over time, the habit of constantly thinking will slow down. Puraka is breathing in or to go deeply within the heart and receive. Underneath a busy mind lies a heart that is a reservoir of calm, an ocean of peace. This brings the awareness to the depths of our heart. While we explore the many dimensions with our hearts, heart contemplation manifests with the gentleness, with equanimity, vastness, all expanding inside the heart. This in turn expands our awareness of inner silence, goodness, forgiveness, and gratitude, or we experience a steadiness of thought. That is kumbhaka. While rechaka and puraka are not time dependent, kumbhaka is time dependent. Sometimes there is nothing to give or receive. That too is stillness or steadiness. Other times there is a mountain of weight inside to give. This receiving and giving is the balance in life between what is overwhelming and what is sublime, what is serene. And meditation comes through practice, while individual comfort levels may define that. So, breathing in, holding the breath, and breathing out is the essence of life, giving and following the duty or dharma. Friends, these are all practices that one must understand and imbibe for inner peace. However, inner peace is a state of mental and emotional calm, even in the midst of stress, conflict, and uncertainty. It reflects a deep sense of acceptance, balance, and clarity within oneself, independent of external circumstances. Achieving inner peace is not about escaping life's challenges. It's about developing the ability to respond to them with equanimity and self awareness. One of the first steps for inner peace is self acceptance. Accept yourself as you are, acknowledging your thoughts, your emotions, and imperfections without any kind of judgment. This creates space for compassion and growth. Now, what is mindfulness? Mindfulness and meditation are powerful practices that help quieten the mind and bring awareness to the present moment. By focusing on your breath or observing thoughts without attachment, you learn to reduce mental noise and you gain in clarity. Clarity of thought, clarity of purpose, clarity in everything. Letting go of control is another essential aspect. Much stress comes from resisting what cannot be changed. Embracing uncertainty and releasing the need to control outcomes can bring you freedom and ease of life. Gratitude is another very important emotional feeling, and it plays a key role. Regularly reflecting on what you are thankful for shifts, you know, the focus away from what is lacking to what is abundant. Start seeing what you have rather than start seeing what you do not have. Healthy boundaries, emotional, social, digital, protect your mental space. Disconnecting from constant stimulation, especially from the social media, helps reduce anxiety and comparisons. Cultivating purpose, spending time in nature, and nurturing meaningful relationships further reinforce the peaceful inner state. Inner peace is not a permanent destination but a daily practice. It requires intention, patience, and persistence. By consistently aligning your actions with your lives, with your values, managing your reactions, and earning for your inner world, you create the foundation for a calmer, more resilient self. In a noisy world, inner peace is not just refuge, it's a powerful strength. Friends, that I believe was a strong pitch to perform one's dharma. Dharma is self righteousness and must be practiced at all costs. With that, I end today's episode and I promise to come back the next Saturday with another episode. Until then, thank you, dhanyavad, and namaskar.